So today we are going to encrypt a disk with Key Vault. So let's create a resource. Windows Server 2019. I select everything default, but I want to encrypt a disk. Not as the default, I want to use a encryption option. Group is my data center and machine name is my encrypt VM and username is I give as same. Now review and create. So let's create it. ADE is a Azure Disk Encryption and we can only apply it to a managed disk. We can only apply it to the managed disk. It is applicable only on the managed disk. And it's whenever we encrypt a Azure disk, so it's required also a enough RAM on the virtual machine. And also you can say disk must be managed and you must have the enough RAM. Sometimes it is not worked on the 4 GB RAM, or sometimes it's not work on the 2 GB RAM. So it's required also the 8 GB RAM to do the internal process. Okay, so let's go to the Azure panel and create a machine. I already create a machine. My deployment is in process. Please wait for it. And once the deployment is completed, we encrypt our key. Also, the managed disk also comes with the default encryption. The default encryption is here. I write the default encryption. Default encryption is SSE with PMK. SSE with PMK you can see on the disk panel. So let's go to the once the deployment is completed. Yeah, deployment is completed. Now go to the resources and let's connect with that machine. Copy that IP and open the RDP tool. Azure Disk Encryption and the BitLocker uses the same mechanism on the disk. So as you can see, first let's turn on the server. As you can see, there is no locks available on the disk. The locks is open. There is no BitLocker available on the disk. You can lock by here turn on BitLocker, but it is not a good practice. You might be lose your data. You might be lose your server. Okay, so the best practice is Azure give us a Azure disk encryption ADE in the Azure panel. Let's go back to the panel, and the disk also comes with the default encryption. You can see on the disk the encryption type is SSE with PMK. Okay, so go to the disk section, or you can go also with the additional setting. Now you can encrypt your disk here. Click on the none, click on the OS disk. You want to encrypt your OS disk. So let's click, or if you want to encrypt your OS disk and also the data disk, so you can select this option. If you want to do only with the OS disk, then select this. Now it's required a key vault. It's required a key to encrypt. So same as whenever you turn on the BitLocker on the server, whenever you turn on the BitLocker on a server, so it's required a isolate storage to store a key. If I turn on the BitLocker on that machine, so it's generate a key for me, and it's asking me to attach a pen drive or a isolated storage, and then save the key here, save the key on a isolated storage. Whenever I required for unlock this disk, so it's asking me the same key. Same as in the Azure panel, if we encrypt a key, if we encrypt a disk, so it's required a isolated storage to store our key. So key vault is a feature to store your secrets and key. So we need to create a key vault here right now. Let's create a new key vault. Click on that. Now I'm going to create a key vault here. My keys and days to retain deleted vaults. Everything set as default. No need to change anything here. We will see more deep dive in upcoming session when I start the key vault. Okay. So let's next access policy. Access policy is select this Azure disk encryption. Now this must be tick for whenever you going for a volume encryption. Now everything set as default. Next for the networking, all networks. I want to access on the all networks. On the name, I can give the tag. It's indicate me there is something missing on the basics. Yes, my key is already in use. next, and next. So permission current access policy assigned to your profile, or you can add any account over here, but it's comes with the by default your username and your attached email ID. Next with the networking, next, review and create. Just yeah, validation is passed and create. Once the deployment is completed, key vault deployment is completed, we need to create a key. This is the key vault, and also we need to create a key for our disk encryption. So once the deployment is completed, it's take hardly 40 to 50 seconds. Deployment is succeed. Now, yes, now we have to select these things, disk OS and key vault. Now we have to create a new key. There is no item available in that. Now we have to generate a key here. Go to the manage selected vault, and in the my key VSM, now we need to create a key here. Click on the generate, and generate option name is my Windows machine. Everything set as default. Now go to the create. Key successfully generated. There is no expiry dates over here. Now go to the disk section. Now here we have to select a key. No existing key in your current wallet. Let's refresh the panel. Go to the disk section, and in the disk section, additional setting, OS disk. Okay, everything I have done it. Now go to the key setting, manage key vault, and go to the access setting, role assignment. I have all the role. Now create role assignment. Grant full access, yes, this one, and next. Select owner, add member, Akshay Yadav, this one, and select next, review and assign. So there is policy, something is changed in the Azure panel. Go to the roles section, and you can see the roles over here. Add, sorry, I already added, and I have these are the roles. Now go back to the disk setting and check with that once again. Yeah, now you can see after assign the role, I can select the key or the key vault. I can also create a key here. Now my key name is VM key for Australia. Australia. Now select create. when I create this key, now I am able to select the key and also the version. Once the deployment is completed, so we need to assign role on the particular key vault. Then we only select the key. So there is something policy change. That's why we need to do this. Now we can select the version number of that key and save this. Go to and validating. If it is validated successfully, then our disk encryption is locked and our session also restarted with that. As you can see, there is no lock available on the disk, but once the disk is restarted, once the VM is restarted, then it will comes with the lock feature over here, and we can unlock with that.
Actually, if we
Yes.
apply the encryption or lock on particular disk of the VM, so is it mandatory to restart or reboot the VM?
No, whenever, yes, it is mandatory. It is it's restart by default. When we apply a disk encryption on the VM, so it's restart by default. It asks for me the confirmation. Please wait, and once it is validated, then it's asked me for the restart the virtual machine. And there is also some drawback of the ADE. Once it is completed, I will show you what is the drawback of that machines and the ADE. ADE means the Azure Disk Encryption. So it takes some time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Yes, now validation successfully, and now you can see encryption is with SSE with PM key and ADE. Got it? The subscription is available. Sorry, encryption is available with PMK and ADE. Now go back to the refresh this page and go back to the overview. Okay. Refresh this page. It is mandatory to restart the virtual machine. In general, in previously when I done this task for encryption, so it asked me for the restart, but it is now not ask me for the restart right now. So we need to do it manually. Okay. Once we go to the overview and restart it the manually, then we can also see the effect on the machine. Click on the restart button. Do you want to restart? Yes, I want to restart the VM. So once the machine is restarted, connection is lost, and also you can see the lock facility, the lock icon available on that disk. So Sandeep and Mahi, you can see the lock available on the Windows C.
Yes, I could see the lock. Yes.
Okay, so the disk is encrypted by the ADE. ADE means the Azure Disk Encryption, and the limitation is this: if you lost the key, if you want to restore a file or the folder from an encryption volume or from an encryption disk, that you are not able to perform to recover. Okay, you are not able to recover that files. You can recover it, but it's take time. Okay, it's take time depending on the size. If you lost this server, whatever you have reason, so it is hard to recover this file from a encrypted disk. Got it? So it is whenever you have basically Azure managed disk comes with the encryption. By default, encryption is SSE with PMK, and we applied a external encryption level on that, so it is ADE. PMK is fine for the encryption, but if we want more encryption on that, so we apply ADE. It's take time also depending on the disk size. Got it? And it is hard to recover data from the encrypted disk. It's take time, and if you want to recover the data of that disk, you need to create a copy of that disk and decrypt over here by the key and launch a machine with the disk. Then you are only able to recover your data. So whenever you are going to plan for the encryption, please be careful, because you are not able to recover your data sometimes. Okay. So you have any doubt or any issues?
Fine for now.
No. So we are facing the issues related to our key. So in 2022, we need to apply a role on the key vault. Then we only able to create a key. Okay. So in key vault, here you can see in key vault, when we face some issues, these are the 3 key vault in my key vault function. Australia key, and in Australia key, I'm not able to assign a key when I create a disk encryption. Okay, so we need to assign a role into the access control panel in role assignment, and you have to assign a role over here by clicking add button. So you have to assign a role on your ID, or you can assign or attach any remote ID over here if you want to give access to your key. So we will more deep dive in further when we start the key vault feature or the security sessions. Okay, let's go back to the virtual machine home. All resources. In all resources, I have VM West.